Even while wounded, Dyoshyn my yttakin continues his quest to spread his genetic seed, which he does by making love with that petri dish you just saw. Now he has 3 babies, or at least 2 and 1 in the books. We have 1 half-impid, half-yttakin baby, 1 half-neanderthal, half-yttakin baby, and then Dyoshyn just created a full yttakin baby with his new wife and lover, Onisan, the other yttakin. So he's gonna have 3 children now. This is Stider, the yttakin / Neanderthal. Strider's actually pretty cool, heat and cold tolerant. Has weak healing but a good immune system. And is not very smart and can't mine or shoot, but that's okay. In order to create him, we had to capture a Neanderthal in the last video. So our 1 remaining pig prisoner and our Neanderthal have band together to escape from prison, which is not good. Which I think is going to be very easily dealt with. However, I forgot about my fire trap that I was set up for the insects. So now, such is Rimworld. As in chess, 1 blunder can lead to a cascade of downstream side effects. The bugs came back into my trap, although I'm worried now because all this furniture is like half burnt up. I was able to reset the incendiary trap, however, I'm getting very worried that I'm going to have enough wood and fuel in there to actually heat the room up enough to kill them. There's quite a few of them, so I get a little bit worried and I stack up my people down outside thinking that they might break through this south wall first. But you can kind of hear their activity dying down, and that's a good sound for sure. It smells like burnt, I don't know, hair? Cockroaches? What's a burnt insect smell like? Something gross for sure. Dyoshyn's a good dad though, he's back to fathering. And Owl and Beards decide to get together, so maybe they'll make a human baby, just a normal baby. We reset the insect trap, just in case. And now we're looking towards feeding our other baby, who was created in the first video. This is Blade. She's half-impid and half-yttakin, and it's actually pretty neat. She still has the fire spew, but has a big body, so some yttakin traits and some impid traits. We're also trying to create a community of polar bears. We live in the Boreal Forest, so that seems fitting. The polar bears are also sweet too. They can haul a lot of stuff. They actually helped my colony a lot just through hauling, not even fighting. And the 3rd baby is born. So now Dyoshyn has 3 children, the triumvirate. This one's full yttakin though, so I think probably Chewy is appropriate, right? He's an actual full yttakin with a tail and everything, where the other 2 don't actually have furry tails. Chewy's kind of funny though, because Chewy can walk around with no clothes because he's got that furry body. And he has the basic yttakin traits: animal, war call, slow healing, dull hypersensitivity, and can fully walk around naked. He's also aggressive and has strong melee damage. Actually, all 3 of them have the aggressive trait, which is pretty hilarious. The 3 siblings all aggressive, but you would think in Rimworld that aggressiveness would translate to a better fighter. However, all it does is make you more likely to have a violent mental break and start social fights. If you have a prisoner, it makes them more likely to prison break, but that really doesn't apply to us. It will be interesting to see though if the 3 siblings fight with each other. One other cool thing about this colony is that I have lots of people that can take care of babies. Like, a lot of my colonists have very high social skills, and I'll show you why in a second. But like, Starboy is high social, Kai is 6, we have 4, 13, 12, 11, 7, 10, 10, 2, 1, and 4. So their social skills are all really high actually because of this book, Sky's Musing on Communication. So this book actually was my first book I ever got, and they've been reading it for years, and it helps improve their social skills. So Onisan and Dyoshyn are getting married now, or ready to go off and help the world create more Yatkins. It's interesting to think about, though, like how your social skills would translate to the next generation, because high social skills creates a better teacher, and a better teacher creates a smarter child. So if you improve your social skills, then you're able to pass on higher skills to your children, which is what happened with Kybrix and Lil KB. They both had really high skills coming out of childhood, and they also had really good traits in general. I'll show their traits in another video, but they're both like tough and steadfast, etc. You kind of think when you first start playing the game that social is really important for trading, right? You need a high social skill in order to get good deals with the traders, and then maybe also you need a high social skill to recruit prisoners and convert prisoners and things like that. You don't realize how it will affect your children and the next generation moving forward, but now I have all these people and they can constantly teach the children. I'll show a video a little bit later where I make a classroom and the kids are always in the classroom being taught, and there's so many different people that can teach them that their skills are going up exponentially. I think all three of those kids are going to be very skilled just all around in general, and fighters for sure. One of the first skills that they start teaching them is melee and shooting. So I think, you know, by a couple years of age, their melee and shooting for both of them is already like 3, and they've barely even come out of the first couple years of training. In other news, this is the corpse freezer to feed our pigs. We're trying to feed pigs to the pigs. And while we're doing that, we're going to have to defend from, well, ironically, a pig raid. They come in a bunch of drop pods, which actually drops a bunch of steel, which is cool. I'm trying to shoot mortars at them to make their life miserable. We actually do a pretty dang good job at it, too. We get a few very decent mortar shots off. Smells like bacon. They end up rushing my southern defenses, and I'm starting to question the utility of these southern defenses, because it seems that no matter what crew comes through, they're able to push through all these turrets. It doesn't matter if they have bows and arrows, they're pigs, Neanderthals, whatever. And this group in general, if I wouldn't have had my defenses outside, they would have had to come through the kill box. Like, you'll see that they'll come through the kill box anyways, but first they killed the defenses. So I'm kind of curious if I shouldn't bring my turrets inside or expand my kill box to the south, is what I'm thinking about now. They are able to tank a lot of traps in the kill box now. Like, you can see the pig with marine armor dumps like 20 traps or something. The first 2 pigs with armor actually lead through the kill box. I don't know if that's done intentionally to pop all the traps, but it's something that I've seen in the past for sure. Only a couple make it through the actual kill box to the door. I'm sure heavily in part to my outer turrets. But we do want to save one pig. Bog. He's a writer. Not sure how he writes with pig hands, but maybe he speech to text or something. Either way, Starboy has decided that in order to honor our 3 children, our triumvirate, the chosen ones that will lead us off of this Rimworld and to victory, that we must execute this pig as a tribute to the raider gods in order to procure passage off planet. So we place him on the sphere of destiny and pray that our 3 new children can lead us to redemption. Despite some of them not being able to read, they can probably get us to a glitter world, right? I mean, at least one of them, if they don't kill each other first.